In India, we often say that our education system is really bad. Now, if I were to ask you one single question, and please comment in the comment box, the question is that what one thing, just one single thing we can do about the Indian education system which will help improve the quality of the Indian education, be it at a primary level, secondary level, college education, whatever, right? What is that one single thing we can do? I will reveal my answer towards the end of this video, and that answer will make a lot of sense if you watch this video entirely and understand it. So now coming to today's topic, I'm going to talk a little bit about that. Are big monopolies in the edtech space, are they good or are they bad? So let us systematically try to understand this issue. So diapers.com was a massively growing website which was active between 2005 to 2017. It was doing some really impressive work and it was gaining massive momentum, and it got acquired by Amazon.com. Eventually, when Amazon acquired it, it ran it for a few years, and in 2017, Amazon made the decision of shutting down diapers.com. So a good company, innovative company, which was gaining a lot of traction in the market, which was acquired by a big shark, Amazon, and its business was eventually shut. Now, this is a phenomena that plays out in majority of the industries, be it retail, be it education, be it chemicals, you name it, and this phenomena plays out in almost every industry. So I'm not against big companies acquiring small companies, but you really need to consider the fact that what is happening in the edtech space from a monopolistic point of view. Is that good or is that bad, and how it can hurt you in the long run? Now for this, let me build my argument in three specific buckets. I'll just talk about 3 points, that's it, nothing fancy. So the first point that we need to understand is that what are the traits or characteristics of a good monopoly. Now I'm using the word good, but don't take it literally. It just simply means that these monopolies in certain industries, they do not cause a lot of harm, right? So let's put it that way. So let's understand that there are 4 specific things that makes a good monopoly, and this is a framework that was given by Peter Thiel in his book 0 to 1. So this is not my framework, this is Peter Thiel's framework. So he says that there are 4 ways in which a company can become monopolistic. So essentially the first way is that a company can create a very strong recognizable brand. An example here would be Apple. So Apple computers, whenever we think of luxury or whenever we think of high-end electronics, the first word is Apple, right? So if you agree, do press the like button. So the point is that certain companies become monopolistic by creating a brand and associating that brand with luxury or with something that stands out, right? In Apple's case, that is the luxury electronics goods. So that is what Apple stands for. The second way in which a company can become monopolistic is that if it has some kind of a proprietary or a winning technology at play. An example here would be Google, that Google has such a strong search engine, and almost all of us use Google for our everyday needs. We use Google Maps now, we use a bunch of different things now, but the underpinning behind Google is its sophisticated technology. That they are innovators when it comes to updating their technology, be it Google Maps, be it Google search engine. So we would all agree that Google is adding value from a tech point of view. Therefore, it has been able to create a monopoly. And there are certain products, for example, Google Maps. If Google would not have worked on Google Maps, then I'm sure that majority of us would be running for figuring out directions. That is a good thing that Google has done, that it has come into the tech market and it has really disrupted it, and it is launching products that are impacting us on everyday basis. And do we need these products? The answer is yes. We absolutely need products like Google Maps and Google search engine, and that is how Google is improving our lives. The third is a network play. For example, Facebook is a network play that when more and more people start using the network, it just expands. And then because so many people in the past are using the network, and we end up using the same network itself. This is the same story that has played out on WhatsApp. For example, more people use WhatsApp compared to Viber. Why? Because majority of us are in the habit of using WhatsApp now. So new people who want to use instant messaging service, they end up joining WhatsApp over any other service that is available, generally speaking. This is a network play in which a company becomes a monopoly. Is it good? Is it bad? I don't know. Fourth and final way in which a company becomes a monopoly is that if it has economies of scale. For example, Amazon, it sells everything. Therefore, it can offer really fast shipping. It has built systems now which can get a product to you at your place in a very short span of time at the lowest possible price that a delivery or logistics service will incur. So that way Amazon is adding value to us. So that way Amazon helps us save time. So there is a very clear value add. So the point that I want to highlight from this first section is very simple, that monopolies are built in multiple ways, right? I showed you 4 ways of building a monopoly. Some ways are really good, some ways are really bad, and monopolies are good in certain industries and it is not good in certain industries. Now let's move on to discussing now whether monopoly is good in the edtech sector. The short answer is no. And why am I saying it? It's not just my opinion. You can do a rational analysis here. If we strip down or if we break apart the edtech sector into its bare bone structure, what is it that we need in the edtech space? Number 1, we will need good teachers. Number 2, we need good content. And number 3, where these good teachers can teach good content on a good platform. That's it, right? That's what we need. If you're thinking of a 4th thing that is adding value for edtech firms, please drop a comment. I would love to read it and would really spend time in understanding the counter arguments. But according to me, in the teaching space, if you have a good teacher who is teaching good content on a decent platform, then as a student, you and I will understand more. That is the simplest mechanism out there. Just to prove this point further, there is a company called as Khan Academy. Now, Khan Academy is run by Salman Khan, not the actor, but the educator Salman Khan. So he runs Khan Academy and he is a fabulous teacher. He has great pedigree in terms of where he has graduated from. He teaches really well, his content is very engaging, and the platform that he uses is a basic website and a YouTube channel, and he simply teaches on his stylus. That is where he started. So the point I'm trying to drive home here is, in the education space, the teacher needs to be really good and the teacher needs to be incentivized in order to create engaging content that people can benefit from. So if you agree with this philosophy, do let me know. So now if you believe in this philosophy, you need to ask yourself a very simple question. That after all these acquisitions that these multi-billion-dollar edtech firms in India are undertaking, has the quality of content gone up? Let me know. Has the quality of teaching gone up? Let me know. And has the quality of platform gone up? So let me know. According to me, the answer is no, no, no for all 3. Now you might say that, hey Akshat, you know what, the quality is a very subjective term. You might have your own definition of who a good or bad teacher is, what a good or bad platform is, and what a good or bad content is. So we don't really buy your argument. Okay, agree. But one way you can ascertain that I'm thinking on the right track. Right? Again, I will not take names of companies here. You understand which companies I'm speaking about. Since we don't want our channel to get banned, I'll not name them. But would love to see if you have guessed the companies right here. So coming to the point, a good way of ascertaining where these multi-billion-dollar edtech companies are focusing, you need to again ask yourself a simple question. Where are they spending their money? Right? If your answer is they are spending money in terms of hiring better teachers, good. I give you the point that the quality of teaching might go up. But is that happening? The short answer is no. Where is the majority of the money of these edtech companies going? It's going in marketing and sales. If you don't believe it, look at the balance sheet, look at the financial numbers of these big conglomerates, big edtech monopolies, and you will realize that almost 70-80% of their entire spend, their entire workforce is 80% marketing and sales. And whatever money is left, it is either taken by a Bollywood celebrity or sponsoring some big league Indian sports. If you agree, do let me know, and please do press the like button. I'm going against billion-dollar companies, so it's not easy to do. I would really need your support on this. Now you might counter question me by asking me that, hey Akshat, you know what? Okay, by the argument that these companies are not spending money on good tutors right now, but what if that some companies which are online, they are getting into offline space. So they have acquired big medical coaching institutes, IIT coaching institutes, and they can combine and create ecosystems, both online and offline. And then the quality of education will just explode and it will become the next big thing in India. Then you need to check the history of these firms, that are these companies actually passing on the cost benefit of synergies. So in simple terms, what you're saying is that if online system and offline systems, they combine, they will create some synergies, they will create some cost saving opportunities. So whatever cost is being saved, is that being passed on to hire better teachers, or are these cost savings being passed on to customers? The answer is again no and no, right? All this data can be verified. Since I can't put it because I don't want to name specific companies, I'm not putting it. So I would request you to Google all this stuff, but I hope you see the point. So what is the eventual game plan that these big monopolistic edtech players want to play? So the answer is very simple, that these big edtech players understand that, hey, education is a FOMO market, fear of missing out market. Everyone wants their kids to receive the best possible education, right? Now the reason why these companies are hiring massive sales forces, because they want to sell this fear, right? They understand that the entire education industry operates on fear. So by hiring massive number of people who are peddling this fear, they are going to sell that to you. So the process is this. Step 1, create a brand and ask everyone to download an app. Step 2, create FOMO. Very easy to do it in the education space. Just simply say that, you know what, by age 12, my son XYZ got a 12 crore package at Google. By age 12, I was playing Ludo. People don't get 12 crore package by the time they are 12. That's just fake, right? So please don't believe in such narratives. But the game plan is simple. Step 1, build a strong brand. Ask people to download app. 2, peddle fear of missing out. 3, create an ecosystem. So you're there everywhere. You're there literally everywhere, right from apps, right from schools, right from coaching institutes. So there's an entire ecosystem and nexus. So no matter where you take your child, whether for nursery admission or whether for PhD admissions, you will have no option but to go via these firms in one way or the other. Once the entire ecosystem is captured, corners can be cut. And where do you think they will cut the corners from? Because even these firms have to make money. So where do you think that they will make money from? By cutting out the corners. What is the easiest thing to cut corners from? The answer is pay teachers poorly. Because when the money does not flow to teachers, it flows to the middleman, which is the firm. So I started this video by asking you a very simple question, that what do you think we can do, just one single step we can do to improve the quality of education in India? The answer is that you can pay teachers well. If you pay teachers well, then good people come into teaching, they teach, you benefit. I love YouTube because it allows me to study from great teachers for free. That's one. Second, it allows me to consume great content for free from literally industry experts. And number 3, YouTube itself acts as a platform, so I don't need to depend on other firms to deliver my content to you or consume other great teachers' content. My thought process is that teachers should connect with students directly. They should connect directly, and you as a student should support these teachers and support them in whatever endeavor. The reason is very simple, that there is a very small community left now that are trying to democratize education in its truest sense. If we don't get your support, then there is nothing that we can do. So I hope you enjoyed this video and I expect you to support it. Thank you so much.